All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to launch your first ever decentralized chat application controlled by smart contract 100%, where user can send the messages in the text format, audio format, video format, image format. They can transfer the fund, they can receive the fund, they can transfer the token, they can receive the token. Tons of feature we have included in the smart contract. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that how we have designed the entire smart contract and how the entire application would work and how user can utilize our decentralized chat application. So when the user will connect their wallet, register themselves, this is the dashboard they will find by default. So we have two sections. The very first section we have is our sidebar. There you will find the different tabs. So currently we have opened the desktop. That's what we have. We have the chat, friend, transfer, profile, and setting. We have the top navigation bar, so user can simply click and they can disconnect their wallet and they can connect their wallet. And here we have the dashboard component. So the very first section we have is the branding of our application. You can see this time is live, and here we have the stats about the smart contract. So total friend you have is 4, number of messages you have sent is 0. You will find that how much fund is there in the contract, and you will find that how many total user have registered in the smart contract. So this is the stat section we are providing. So then we have the activity section. We are promoting some of the messages right up here, and here you will find the quick chat which we are displaying. So this is our dashboard section. The next section we have is our chat section. So click here and you will come back to the chat section, and here you will find all the user you are friend with. So you can see this is the friend which I'm already with them: Mohammed Said, Amit, David, and Daulat Hussain. So if I want to check and chat with any one of these user, all I have to do is to simply click on this chat, and it's going to open this model, and I can able to see all the messages they have sent me and I have sent them. So I got the message from Sahir, I got the money from Sahir. This is the image which I have sent him back, and you will find we have a couple of options here. So you will find the name and the address, you will find the ETH. So I can simply click here and I can able to transfer the fund to Sahir straight away. If I want to transfer token, I can click here and I can transfer the token. So this is the token which I'm promoting. You can promote any token, or you can allow user to simply paste the address and you can simply transfer the token. So this is the option we have. So let's close this one. In the same way, if I want to check the chat from Amit, I can click here and I can see the chat which I have with Amit. So this is the message he sent, and this is the message I have sent the money with the message. If I check the chat of David, I can click here and I will find that David sent me this particular image. In the same way, if I want to see the chat of Daulat Hussain, I can click here and I will find that this is the video Daulat sent me, and I send them an audio. So I can simply click and I can play the audio as well. I can play the video as well, and I can see that. So this is how the chat section would look like. I can easily able to type my message and I can able to send the message, which I will show you every single thing in action. So this is the chat section we have. The next section we have is the friend section. So I'll click here and I will come back to the friend section. So right now you will find that all of this 4 user is my friend. But if I want to connect with new friend, I can simply click here and here I will find the list of the friend which I'm not. So I can simply join and connect with them as a friend, which I will show you. So that's what I have. You can also do the search. You can also see this is the data is live. So this is the friend section we have. The next section we have is the transfer section, and then you will find the complete overview of the smart contract. So how many transaction you have done. So I have sent 5 ETH. That's what you will find, 1 transaction, and I have received 1 ETH. That's 1 transaction. You can see the network and the token which I have set as a default. You can set any token as a default. And here you will find the activity, the recent activity which is taking place. So I have sent these 2 messages, send the money. If I come back to only ETH, I will find it out there is no token transfer. So if I click on this receive, I will find that this is the one which I have received. If I click on the save, I will find the save one. I can see the all. That's all I have. And here you will find the stats, that how much money you have received and how many token is stats. So it's a static data. So this is the transaction section we have. Now we can come back to the profile section, and from here you can able to update your profile image. So I can simply click here and I can able to update the profile. That's what I can do it. From here you can also click it, and here you will find all the stats. So how many friends you have, how many messages you have sent, when you have actually joined this particular membership, and here you will have the details about the network. So your username, your wallet address, and currently I'm testing this contract on the local host, but it will work absolutely fine on any blockchain. So this is the profile section we have. The next one we have is the settings section. There you will find the details about the contract which we have provided. So these are the static component. You can simply add the feature and attach the event with that. That's all will work absolutely fine. And you can simply toggle and you can simply check that one. Here you will find the void address which you have used for connection, and you can see the network ID and the RPC URL we are using because we are testing on the local environment. And here I've given a couple of questions and explain the details about the project. So that's all we have in our entire application, all the section. Every single thing is looking absolutely beautiful. Now what I will do, let me show you all the thing in action. So I'll simply come back here and let me first start with the disconnect. So I'll simply click here, I click on this disconnect and I'm disconnected. This is what exactly you will get. Now I can click on this connect and here I will have the option. I can click on this MetaMask. I'll simply select the network. So I'll simply click on this connect and I will be in my dashboard. So here I got in the dashboard. Now I can come back to the chat. I'll go back to the chat and I can send the message. For example, if I want to send the message to Amit, I can click here and right now I've sent this fund. If I want to send the image, I can simply click here and I want to send this particular image. I'll click here, open, and here you will find the image is uploading to the IPFS. Once it will be approved, it's going to open the MetaMask and I have to complete confirm the transaction. And here the transaction is completed and I have uploaded and sent the message to Amit. In the same way, if I want to send the message to, let's say, David, I can click here and I can simply give the text message, or I can send the audio file, or I can send the video file. So let's send the video file. I can click here, it's uploading the file and it's going to be sent and it's going to open the MetaMask. I have to simply click on this confirm and the transaction is completed. In the same way, if I want to send the text message, I can paste here and I can simply click on the send and I have to simply confirm the transaction. So the text message would be sent to David. So that's how you can send it. In the same way, you can send the audio. So I can simply click here to this Daulat Hussain and you will find that I have already sent the audio. If I want to send one more time, I can do that, but I will come back to Amit and let's send the audio right up here. So I'll simply come here. I'll send the audio, click on this open, and here you will find the file is opening and displaying, uploading to the IPFS, and we got it. Now we have to simply click on this confirm and the transaction is completed and we have uploaded the file. I'll simply click on this play and you will find that it's playing. So this is how user can send the media file, text file and video file. If I want to send the fund, I can do that as well. So I'll simply come back to David and it has this one. If I want to send the ETH, I can simply come back here. I can give the quantity, so also 5, and I can send the message, and I can click on this send and it's going to make a call. I have to simply confirm the transaction. You can see we are transferring the fund, click on confirm and the transaction is completed and we have transfer the fund right up here. In the same way, if I want to transfer the token, I can do that very easily. I can simply click here and we are calling the direct transfer model. So I already have this much token of this particular much token in my wallet. And this is the token which I have deployed in my local host. So I can simply transfer, let's say 500 token. And I'm calling a direct model. So let's click on this transfer and you will find that we are transferring 500 token. Click on this confirm and the transaction is completed. You will find the token is transferred successfully to my account David. We are not storing the information about the token transfer in the chat because that's unnecessary of too much gas consumption. Got it? So that's how user can do the transaction. You have to come back to the dashboard. So these are the couple of static data we have right up here. Now every single thing is looking good. Now you can come back to the transfer or transfer section. You will find all the transaction which you have done. So you have transfer 10 or 2 send and 1 receive. You will find the recent activity which you have done. You can see the send messages, you can see the receive messages. That's all you can able to do that. You can able to see the fund. That's all we have. In the same way, you can able to upload your profile. So by default, I'm going with this particular image. If I want to change my profile, I'll come back here, I'll select the image and here I got it. I can simply click on this upload and the image will be updated successfully. So here it's uploading. Now just wait. I have to simply click on this confirm and I have changed my image and have updated successfully. So that's how user can is able to control and do all the transaction and send the messages. Now let me switch my account and come back to the account number 2. So I'll have this account number 4, which is the admin. I'll come back to account number 5 and I have changed my account. So let's click on this confirm and every single thing is changed. I have already created an account for this particular void address. So I have successfully logged in. You will find the stats. If I come back to the friend section, then you will find that currently I'm friend with Daulat, the blockchain coder only. If I want to get and add other friend, I can simply click here and I will find all the user which I'm not friend with. So if I want to add Amit in my friend list, I can do that. I can even do the search and it will be, I'll say Amit and I can able to search the user. So if I want to become a friend, I can simply click on this add and it's going to make a call and I have to simply confirm the transaction, and here I'm friend with Amit as well. I'll simply close this one, and I got this true friend. If I want to chat, I can simply come back to my chat section and you will find the Amit is here. If I click here, I will find the chat. Right now there is nothing in here. I can simply click and I can simply upload the image, transfer it, and it's going to make a call. Just a moment. And I have to simply confirm the transaction. So let's click on this confirm, and we have sent our image. In the same way, you can text the message. You can click here and you can be able to find all the messages sent by you and the dollar. Got it? In the same way, you can come back to the friend list and you can add all of this user as a friend. So this is the one is left. Let me add all of this as a friend. So let's click on this confirm, and I can click here one more time and I can add this user as well as a friend. And I have added all of the 4 user as a friend. I can come back to my chat and then I will find all the user is everything fine. I can simply click on this David, and right now I haven't sent any message. I can simply send the message if I want, and I can click on the send and the transaction would be completed. Perfect. The transaction is completed. If I want to transfer the fund, I can simply give that. I can give the details, click on this, and I can click on the confirm, and the message is sent and the money is also sent. If you come back to the transfer, you will see how many transactions you have made and all the details is absolutely dynamic. So I hope you have understood. In the same way, I can come back here in the account number 6, click here and you will find, click on this connect, and I'm connected. Every single thing got updated. If I come back to my friend list, there is only 2 friends I have in this particular account. If I go back to the add friend, click here, you will find the users which I'm not friend with. I can simply add them in my profile. So that looks absolutely great. If I simply click here and click on this disconnect, I would be disconnected. Now let me connect my wallet. I click here and I click on this MetaMask and it's going to open, and I have to simply connect, and I'm connected with my wallet. And you will notice one thing, that I'm using this account number 9 this time, and I have not used and registered this account number 9 in my application. So first I have to create my account. So I'll click on this create account and it's going to make a call. And once I will create my account, I will be logged into the application. You can see I got the notification. I can come back to the chat. Right now I don't have any user as my friend, so I can come back to the friend section. I will click here and I can add any user as a friend. So here you will find the list of all the users. I can add the blockchain coder, and here I have added. Click on this confirm, and finally I'm friend with the blockchain coder. Now I can come back to the chat and I can start having the conversation with him. So I can simply paste here, and this is the wallet private key of the Hardhat, and that's what you can see. We have 10 the message. It has really powerful. In the same way, you can come back here, you can able to send the message, you can go back to the profile. By default, we are displaying this particular image, but you can simply click here and you can upload any other image. So this is the same image which I have uploaded. I can click here and it's going to make the call to the smart contract and the IPFS, and it's going to update our images. So every single thing is looking good. I hope you have understood that how every single thing would be working. I can simply go back here and check you the responsive mode of our application. So I'll come back to account number 4, and there I have done most of the transaction. You will find the details about the user and the friend. That's all you will have. Now if I show you the responsiveness of this particular application, that's how it's going to look on a mobile device. It looks really stunning. You can click here and you will have this sidebar, you can go back to the different section in the application. So if I go back to the chat, you will find that this is the chat I have. I can simply click here and it's going to open the chat which I have. I can come back here, I can go back to the friends, and then you will find all the friends which I have. I can simply click here, I can click on the add, I can add that particular user as a friend. I just can simply come back here, go back to the transfer, and they will find all the details about the transaction which I have done. I can check all the tabs. If I go back here in the profile, there you will find that this is the details about the profile we have, the images and all, every single thing is looking good. Now I can come back here, go back to the setting, and there we have all the details about the settings and all of this data we are providing. So every single thing is working fine. I hope you have understood that what exactly we have developed and how this entire application would work and how the user can is able to make friend and communicate with one another. So that's the quick demo of this entire application, that what exactly you're going to launch in this particular project. Now let me provide you all the resources which you need to develop this application, including the final source code. So to get the final source code and the starter file, you can come back to the blockchain coder. I have also provided the link in the description, so you can click here and you can get it from there. So you will come back to the blockchain coder and then you will find 90 plus project we have built so far. So if you really want to master complete blockchain development, come back to the source code section. Then you will find we have tons of project. So build at least 5 project like voting tab, chat application, NFT marketplace. Build these are the important project. It will help you to gain understanding about the decentralized environment and how you can build decentralized application. So to get the starter file, you can click on this recent project. You will come back here, click on this. Come back here, click on the starter file and you will come back to the GitHub and then you will find the complete folder and file structure, all the assets which you need to develop this application. So we have built this beautiful entire documentation. So you can simply go through that. You can check the folder and file structure. You can go back to the packages and file and read about it, that what are things we have included. So make sure to clone this repository and save it. So when we start working on the project, we're going to start falling straight away from the starter file. Now let me tell you, once you will take the final source code, how you have to do the setup. So once you will take the final source code, you will get a zip file. Once you will take the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract the zip file and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code which you have seen in the demo. So make sure to install zip extractor in your laptop, in your computer, then you can able to extract this particular folder. And this is the one which you have to open in your VS Code. So I'll click on my VS Code. I'll come back here, click on this open. I'll go back to desktop and I have this one, advanced chat DApp. So simply drag and drop in the repository and I can simply click here, open it up, and let's make a little bit zoom so I can show you the complete folder file structure in details. So the very first section we have is our component, in which you will find all the component we have designed for this particular application. So the first one we have is the authentication, where we are managing and checking the user login credential, whether he or she has created their account or not. So every single thing is dynamic, don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. This is the auth section. We have the chat section, in which we have this 3 interface. We have the chat model, we have the chat interface, and we have the token transfer model. So that's all the data which you will find right up here. So if you want to do any customization, you can do that one. And here you will find the default token address which I'm providing. So you can provide any default address as a provided to the user. So that's what we have. So let's close this one, come back to the common, in which we have the avatar. So when the user will upload that, we are displaying the avatar. That's what we have here. Let's close this one, come back to the dashboard. There you will find this dashboard and stats card, where we are displaying all the data and some of the static data we are also displaying. So if you want to do any modification, you can simply able to make the changes in the white text, but every single thing is dynamic. So make sure to explore. It's very simple. The next one we have is the stat card. So here we have that card which we are displaying. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one. Come back here in the friend section. There you will find where we are displaying the details about the friend. So we are calling the data from the contract and we are rendering. So user can click and they can become a friend. The next one we have is the layout section, which holds this 4 important component. This is the connect to wallet button, and we have added and use our custom color for the branding. So that's what we have here. We have the header section. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. We have the layout. It's going to be a single page application. So that's all we have here. We have the sidebar, and we are displaying all the side navigation, all the side menu. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one. Close this one. Come back to the profile. And here we have the profile section. So we are displaying the details about the user account, including the photos and some other details. We have the upload profile section. So user can click and they can simply upload the file to the IPFS. Let's close this one. Close this one, come back to the setting. And here we have the static component, in which we are displaying the static details and some of the few dynamic data for the network and the user account. So you can simply play around with that. Let's close this one. And we have the transfer section, in which we are displaying the transfer history of the user account, that how many money he has sent, what is the message of receive and outbound. That's all we have. So this one is also dynamic. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. So this is the entire folder and file structure. You don't need to make any changes in any one of these places. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do. So close this one. The next one we have is the config, where we have done the wallet configuration. So all you have to do is to provide the environment variable based on the network where you want to test the application. Every single thing will be automatically configured. So currently I'm doing the testing in the local environment using Hardhat, but you can deploy to Polygon Mumbai, Ethereum, Sofali, main Polygon. You can do all of that. So let's close this one. Close this one, come back to the contract, in which you will find that we have the most important thing. So we have our ABI of the contract, we have the contract address, and here we have the 6 model. So if the user will send the text, this is the event which we're going to trigger, and based on that we're going to pass the data in the contract. So let's close this one. Come back to the hook. So we have 3 different hooks. So we have the use chat app, where user can use it for sending the messages. Then we have the use contract where we are reading the data from the contract, generating the signer and provider object. And we have this profile picture, which will allow us to get the details about the profile picture. Just keep it as it is. This is the main logic which you don't need to touch. The next one we have is the pages. It's going to be a single page application. So come back to the app.js, and here we have done the entire context management setup. We have this our Wing config file. We have the theme which we are using. We have our toaster, and we have the icon. So you don't need to change anything here. Just keep it as it is. Close this one, come back to the index file, and this is our home page. This is our home page. Every single thing is dynamic. Just keep it as it is. We have used the animation and custom model. So that's all we have here. So just keep it as it is. Let's close this one. Come back here, come back to the public, and we have this image, the logo. So make sure to change the image based on your branding, but give the name as it is. So it will be automatically reflect in all the places in the application. So let's close this one. Come back to the style. There you will find we have the custom styling which we have written. Keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one. Come back to the utils, and this one is important. So here we have the constants. We are maintaining the state of our contract and the events. We have the pinata which allow us to upload the document, all the type of files to the IPFS. We have the token utils which allow us to get the ABI, validate the address of the token, and perform the transaction. We have the validation model which will check the image, video, and all type of file which we are allowing user to upload. So that's all we have here. So just keep it as it is, utility model. The next one we have is the Web3 folder, and this one is very important because this will allow us to deploy our contract, and we can configure that where we want to test our contract. So the very first thing we have is the artifact, and by default it will be there, but you can also delete it because we can delete it because when you will deploy the contract and compile the contract, this file will be generated automatically. So now you will have the contract. I can click here. Inside that you will have this two contract. We have the chat app. This is the huge contract we have written for this application to provide all the features. So this one is a really powerful application which help you to understand that how decentralized chat model exactly happen, how you have to identify the friendship, how you have to read the data about the previous chat. That's all huge lines of code we have written. The next one we have is the token contract. So this is the token contract which I have given. All you have to do is to simply change the name and the symbol and how much supply you want. So I'm going with, let's say, 1 billion supply or 10 billion supply. You can add any supply to your token and just keep the name as it is. If you change it, then you have to change in the script as well. So this is our contract. Let's close this one. Close this one. Now come back to the script, and here you will find that this is the script we have written for deploying our contract. So first we are deploying our chat application. Then we are deploying our token contract because we have to test our token contract manually. If you don't want to deploy the token contract, you can simply comment like this. In this way, you will not able to deploy the contract. But I want to deploy it because I want to show you in the testing. So let's bring it back. And here we are simply console log the address of the deployer, chat, and the token. So just keep it as it is and don't change the name. If you want to change the name to your contract, like if you want to change this name, then you have to come back here and you have to change in all of these places. But first test the way it is. After that, do the experiment. Close this one, close this one, close this one, close this one. The next one we have is the environment variable, and this one is very important. Here you have to provide the actual RPC URL. So for example, if you're deploying to mainnet or testnet like Hostly, Polygon MOI, Sofali, then you have to get the actual RPC URL for that particular blockchain, and that's what you have to provide. But first I'm going to test in the Hardhat local environment. After that, I'm going to move to different networks. So this is the Hardhat private key. I'll simply delete it to show you how you can get it. And this is what we have, and we have to get it this together. I'll simply close this one and come back to the Hardhat file. And this one is the most important thing which you have to understand, that how we have to use Hardhat, because Hardhat is not compatible with the latest node model. So you can see that there are a couple of requirements. If you want to use Hardhat for deploying the contract, you have to have must like 18.70.1 node version in your system. If you don't know how to install and upgrade and downgrade your node version, make sure to watch this video. You will understand every single thing. And by default, when you are testing the contract using Hardhat, Hardhat will take this particular account as an admin by default. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. And here are a couple of network configuration for the localhost which I have provided. And whenever you change your account from account 1 to account 2, you have to clear the MetaMask history. In that way, what will happen? Your account and your transaction will not fail, because sometimes when you try to create a account, when you try to do the transaction with a different account, the previous history create the problem, and that way the transaction get failed. And here we have all the 20 account which Hardhat will provide you, which you can use to test the contract. And you can only use these accounts for testing in the local environment, not your actual account. So this one is very important. Just follow along with me. Every single thing would be working fine. Now I can come back to the Hardhat config file, and this one is very important. You can see right now I have done the configuration for the localhost, and that's where I'm going to do the testing. And here we have the Polygon network. But if I want to test on the hostly network, I can simply come back here, type hostly. This is the network name I have to provide, and make sure to give the exact RPC URL for the hostly here. And you can change the chain ID as well. So I can simply go with the this chain ID. So once you're done with the changes of the network here, you can simply copy, and the same change you have to do here in the packages and file. So I can see this is the Polygon. I can simply remove and change this to hostly. So that's how you can toggle between any network. Got it? So that's what we have here. Let's close this one, and we have used this particular package, which is very stable, and it will work absolutely fine when you are, no matter when you are building. So let's keep it as it is. Let's close this one. Close this one. Now come back to the front-end environment variable. So I'll simply click here, and you will find that I have used my environment variable, but you have to use your own environment variable. So you have to get your own project ID from Wallet Connect. You have to keep this thing as it is, because we're going to test on the local environment. And if you're testing on any other network, you can simply provide the RPC URL for that particular network. You have to get the RP chain ID. You have to give the name. You have to give the symbol. This is the explore URL. This is the network, whichever network. We have the explore. This is the name of our application. You have to put your contract address, which you will get after deploying the contract. And here I'm promoting and allowing user to transfer the token of TBC, and that's the address I have provided. And here you have to get your own Pinata API key and secret key, and that's what you have to provide. So what I will do, I'll simply delete this one and show you how you can get that. I'll delete this one, and I will delete this one. I'll delete this one, and this is my Pinata JWT. So now we're going to get all of this environment variable together, and you can simply configure it based on wherever you are testing. First, test locally the way I'm doing it. After that, do the experiment. Okay. So this is our environment variable. Let's close this one. And this is the get ignore file. Just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes here. The next one we have is the code setup. So here I've given a couple of important things. So make sure to watch this video till the end. You will understand that how you have to do the setup. So this is the video which I'm recording. That's what I'm going to attach here. So you can simply watch it. And you can also check this complete chat project which we have already developed. It's a 4-hour long project which you can simply follow to understand even in more detail. And this one is the advanced project. And if you want to deploy, we can use it Hostinger, because right now they are providing 70% discount, 75% discount, and it's a really powerful platform. If you have any question, you can simply shoot an email right up here, provide all of the details so I can able to see that what exactly wrong you are doing. But make sure to watch this video. You will understand every single thing. Close this one, come back to the next config file. Don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. Here we have the packages and files. So we are following the most stable package. So no matter when you are building, every single thing would be working absolutely fine. We have the post CSS, keep it as it is. We have the README file. There I have given all the important links which you can check, which you can explore for getting the RPC URL, getting the forset. That's all is there. And we have the Tailwind config file. So you don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. So this is the complete folder and file structure. You will have Binance source code. So I hope you have understood the entire architecture. Now we can start getting our environment variables. So first we are testing in the local environment. So we can come back here in the Web3, and you will find we have this Hardhat. And by default, when we'll use and test and deploy the contract using Hardhat, Hardhat will use this particular account. So let's get the private key first, and I can get to my environment variable, and that's what I will provide here. Now I will come back here, and this is the address. I'll simply copy, and that's what I'm going to provide here. That's the first thing we have. So we are done with deploying the contract. So let's first deploy. If you want to get the RPC URL, because there is no need to have an RPC URL for the local host, but you can provide B. And we already have this RPC URL for the local host, which you can paste here. So just paste here. We got all of this environment variable. Let's close this one, and you can see that we have to use this particular node version. This particular node version we have to use. So first thing we have to do is to open up our terminal. And right now you can see that I'm on the main directory, advanced chat DApp. You have to get into this particular directory, and there we have to change our node version. So if I click on CD Web3, and I'm in this particular directory, and if I check my node version, you will find that I have the latest node version. If I check my npm version, I have the latest one, but this will not work. I have to downgrade my node version to the required one. Then I can able to test my contract and deploy, because if you will go with this particular node version, the entire package of Hardhat will get uninstalled as a whole, but we need as a whole. So I have already done the installation of NVM. NVM stands for Node Version Manager. I would highly encourage you to watch this video to understand more about it. This is the version I have of NVM, and now I can easily able to use to downgrade my node version. So I'll give NVM use 18.17.1 and hit enter, and it's going to downgrade my node version, and I have downgraded my node version to the required one. Now I'm ready to do the installation. So first downgrade your node version to this one, after that do the installation. So I'll simply type npm I and hit enter, and it's going to do the installation of the packages. This might take a little bit time, so just wait. Once the installation will complete, you will have the node module, and we are ready to test our contract and deploy in the local environment. So just a moment. And finally, we have done with the installation. We are getting a couple of warnings. Simply ignore that. It's not that important because we are focusing on stability and we are focusing on the combination of old and new packages. Simply ignore this one. Don't run any one of this command. Otherwise, it's going to change the package version. And we need a specific package. So simply clear up your terminal. Once you're done with that, still we are on the main directory, in the Web3 directory. The moment I will delete, it will automatically switch back to the latest node version, which I don't want. So if I delete this one and if I open one more time, if I go back to the CD Web3 folder, you will find that I have the latest node version. So make sure when you delete it, you have to reopen and simply have the required node version. So I'll simply go back to the required one, and now you can see I have the required version. Now I have to simply execute this particular command. So first I'm going to compile my contract because I have to generate the artifact, and this is the command I have to type. Simply copy that one, type npm run and paste the compile, hit enter, and it's going to compile the contract and generate the ABI of the contract which we need to interact with our smart contract. So just wait. Here we have got the contract compiled successfully, and it will be generate this artifact in which you will have the contract, you will have the ABI of both the contracts. So we have the chat DApp ABI, we have the blockchain coder ABI. So every single thing is looking fine. We got our artifact. Now we have to start the local node, because without this you cannot able to test in the local environment. So simply copy this command and type npm run node, hit enter, and it's going to start our local blockchain, and it will give you 20 plus account. This is the exact account which I have copied and have pasted right up here, exact account. So this is the RPC URL on which our application is live, which allow us to communicate. So you have to make sure this should be running. You have to keep this running. If you stop this one, you cannot able to test the contract. So this should be running. Now you have to simply split the terminal and make sure you are on the same directory, Web3. Now let's close this one. This time we have to deploy our contract. So this time we're going to run the local, deploy local. So type npm run, paste here, hit enter, and it's going to deploy our contract locally. You will find that our contract got deployed successfully. This is the address. As I told you, by default Hardhat will take. And here we have the chat DApp contract and we have the token contract. So simply copy this one. Now we can come back to the front end part and we can simply provide that one. So this is the contract address. It has AA3. In your case, you will get the same address because that's the structure of the Hardhat packages in the local environment. Simply copy this next one for the token, and that's what we got it. So what we have done, we have got our token contract. Make sure this should be running. You don't need to stop this one. Now I'll simply clear the terminal. I'll simply type cd dot dot. I will come back to the main directory. Now I'm in the main directory, not in this particular folder. In the main directory, in the front end side, we are using the latest node version. So if I show you my node version on the front end side, I have the latest one, and this one is absolutely fine, because if you try to use the 18 version in the front end, it's going to throw an error. So we are using the latest version in the front end side. We are using only the specific node version in our Web3 folder because we have to use Hardhat, and we are using Hardhat in the backend in this particular folder, not in the front side. So we got it. Now we have to do the installation of these packages. Simply type npm I, hit enter, and it's going to do the installation of the packages. This might take a little bit time. Make sure this should be running. You don't need to stop it, because the moment you will stop the contract we have deployed in our local environment, it will be stopped and it will be reset. So just wait. Finally, we have done with the installation, and you will find that we are getting a couple of warnings. Simply ignore that one. Now we have to do the same thing. Let's clear the terminal. And we have done the installation. Now before we start our application, we have to get the environment variable. So I'll simply minimize this one. You can do it from here, or you can do it from here. Don't delete it. So let's minimize it from here. Now I have to get all of this environment variable. So I'm testing locally, so this is absolutely fine. I have to get my project ID. So to get that, you can simply come back to open a new type wallet connect, hit enter, click on this, and you will come back here. Make sure to create your account, verify your account, and once you will do that, you will have an option called cloud dashboard. Click here and you will be in your dashboard, and there you will find all the project which you have created. So I have already created a couple of project, so it's taking a little bit time. You will find that currently I'm in this particular project. I'll click on this project, and here you will find all the project which you have created. So I'll simply click on this create, and I'll create a new project. I'll say chat DApp, and you can give your URL if you have. So you can also add this URL later. Click on this continue. I'm not using any more of this framework. I'll click on here, click on this create, and just wait. I got my project ID. So you can see this is the project ID which you need. Simply copy, and that's what you have to get it here. That's what you have to paste. Make sure to use your own project ID. So we got the project ID, we got this network configuration, we got the addresses. Now we have to get the pinata, which allow us to upload the document to the IPFS. So simply come back here, close this one, open a new tab, type Pinata Cloud. This one is a really powerful platform which allow you to use the distributed IPFS distributed network for uploading the document. So I'll simply log into my account. Make sure to create your account, verify your account, and when you are creating your account for the very first time, it might take 3 to 4 hours to fully activate your account. So let's log in straight away. And finally, I'm logged into my dashboard. There you will find all the project which I have uploaded to the IPFS. That's all you will find. To get the API key, click here in the API key. And then you will find the API key which you have generated. So I have already generated this API key. Let me quickly delete few of them which I have already generated. Now I can simply create a new one. To click here to new key. Let's give a name. I'll say chat DApp. And I want to have the access level of admins in all of this method. Click on this create, and it's going to generate the API key. So first you have to get the API key, copy, and that's what you have to provide here. You got the API key. Now you have to get the secret key, copy, and that's what you have to provide here. We got the secret API key. Now we have to get the JWT, sub copy, come back here and paste here. So this is the keys we have got it. We got all the environment variable. Now we are ready to start our application. So I'll simply come back here, open it one, and you can see this is running. That should be great. And here we have to simply type npm run dev, hit enter, and it's going to start our application. So what I will do before I actually connect, so let me close this one and let me clear my terminal. Every single thing is working fine. Now before we actually open and run the application one more time, we can come back here. I'll close this one, and I have to simply remove the local host which I have in my MetaMask already. And I want you to do exactly the same thing, because when you will do that, every single thing would be reset and you will have a smooth connection. So I'll come back here. So I have already this Hardhat localhost. So I'll simply select this other network, and I can delete this configuration I have done in my MetaMask. So this is the thing which you have to do. Okay, now you can come back here, come here and type npm run dev, hit enter, and it's going to start the application localhost 3000. You can simply copy this 3000, minimize this one. Now you can come back here, open a new tab and hit enter. You will find it's going to give you this option. So finally here we got it, and I'm already connected. If I check my network, so if it's showing, you can click on this connect for, and here it's showing me that I'm connected with Ethereum main network. So you can simply switch that. So you can simply click here, and you will find that your localhost is nowhere here. It's not here. So what you have to do, all you have to do is to simply click here, and you can simply come back here, click on this login, log out, sorry, and you can give a quick reload. So once you will do that, you are logged out for the MetaMask. Now you can simply click on this connect wallet, and it's going to configure it automatically. You can do manual configuration, but I would suggest you to go with automatic configuration. So click here MetaMask, and here you will have it, give your credential, and I've got it. Now I'm connecting with account number 4, because this is the Hardhat account which I have imported, 2266. Click on this connect, and here you will find that it's automatically doing the configuration. I'll click on this configure and approve, and finally I'm connected. I'll simply close this one and I'll give a reload. Perfect. So just a moment, here it's loading the page, and finally we got the configuration and we connected with the localhost. If you come back here, you will see we are connected with the localhost. Now let me show you a few things. So if I open this one, you can see that account number 1, 2, 3 is my actual account which I'm used on the actual test network. But all the account which you can see from 4 to all the way 9 is the Hardhat account. So you can use only Hardhat account for testing, and by default this account 2266 Hardhat has used for deploying the contract. That's what I have already imported. I have imported all of this account from Hardhat. So make sure, if you don't know how to import, you can come back here, and what I can do, I can simply come here. I can, let me quickly delete all of this, so you should not have any confusion. So I'll simply come delete this account. All of this account which I'm deleting is a Hardhat account. all of this account. So this one is the 6th one, and this one is the 5. Remove, and you can click here. Right now, I don't have any Hardhat account. These are my main account. I cannot use this account. So to use the Hardhat account, I can come back here. I can go back here. Sorry, in the Web3 folder, go back in the Hardhat. And this account, Hardhat used for deploying the contract 2266. So first, let's import this account. First, import this account. Click here and click on this private key, import. And here you have imported the account. You will see the balance is reflecting fine. In the same way, I can come back here. Let's import this account as well. So this is how you can import all the Hardhat account and do the testing. Let's import this one too. Click here, paste here, import. I hope you got the drill how you have to do this. Now I'll connect it with the import account. And now I have changed my account. So you have to always clear your history. Whenever you change your MetaMask account, you should clear your history. So I'll give a quick reload and you will find that I have this. Click on this connect, click on this MetaMask, and here I got it. Click on this connect and I'm connected successfully. Now I can give my username. So I'll say the blockchain coder, click on this create account, and here it's going to make a call and I'm creating my account. Simply click on confirm and the transaction is completed and I have created my account. If I come back to the chat, I have no friend. If I go back here, I have no friend. I have no friend. So now I want to become a friend. So I'll simply come back here, go back to account number 5 and I click on this connect. I'm connected. Now I have changed my account. So I have to simply clear my MetaMask history. So this is the weird behavior we have when you are testing locally. So you have to do it. So I'm connected. Now I can simply create my account. So I'll say Daulat, create account, click on confirm, and I'm created my account. Now I can come back to the friend section and I can see here I can become a friend with the blockchain coder and click on this confirm and I'm friend with him. Got it? Now I can click on the chat and I can start sending the message. I'll say, hey, the chain coder, and I can simply click on the send. Here I'm doing it. Let's click on confirm. I have done the message send. If I want to transfer the fund, I can simply come back here. I'll say gift send confirm, and you will find the way I have sent is. Come back to the transfer, there you will find the stat is also getting updated. Come back to chat. Is there anything you want to send, like audio, video? You can do that. For example, I click here and uploading the file. Now I can come back to the download, and this is the thumbnail of this particular project. It's uploading to the IPFS, so you can check IPFS is also working fine. I'll simply come back here and I have done the send. It looks fine. If I click on the token, right now I don't have any balance of the token, so I cannot send that. This looks fine. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back here and go back to account number 4, which is the admin. So let's come back here. I'll did. Now you will find that all the messages which I have sent. So here you got it. Come back to the chat. There you will find this is what you have connected with, all the messages you have received. Now, if I want to send the token, I can do that because this account has the token, because this is the account which I have used for deployment. So I'll give the quantity, let's say 5,000, and I click on the send and the token would be transferred. We have done the transfer of the token directly to the user account. I'll come back here and I can get some dummy text, and that's what I can send here in the response. Let's click on this. We're getting the message. Now just wait. Click on confirm and the message is successfully sent. So that's how user can send the message, see the stat. That's all you will find. Currently we have 1 friend, 2 user. Come back to the chat. This is the one we have. We have 1 friend. If we see the transfer, I have done the transfer. Localhost we are testing. This is the token. If I come back to the profile, I can click here and I can upload my profile. So I'll go with this one. I can go back that and go back Daulat. Click on this upload, and here you can see it's uploading successfully. Just wait. Got it. Now we have to simply confirm the transaction. So I hope you have understood that how every single thing is coming together. Every single thing is working absolutely fine. How a user can transfer fund, how can chat, send different type of media files. So this project is really powerful. It will help you to understand the complex architecture which you have to design in the smart contract. So I hope you have understood. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me in the comment section, and make sure to come back to the blockchain coder, get the starter file, or you can get the final source code to faster your development. So I'll simply click here and I'll simply click on log out, and I'm logged out. If I click here, I can simply click on the MetaMask and I can simply give my credential or I can click on this connect and I'm connected with my account. So every single thing is working fine. So I hope you have understood that how you have to do the testing. If you have any more question, do let me in the comment section. With that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.